Call the popo, huh?
No!
So not only, let's just take this step by step, okay? Not only did Pooh Shiesty go rob Gucci Mane with a Draco while he was on house arrest 5 minutes after he got off the phone with his probation officer on camera with his daddy at Big 30. And he crossed state lines, so that made it a fair case, which was even stupider, right? But now, guess what happened, folks? Guess what happened? Now, Pooh Shiesty's daddy is snitching on his son.
Bruh.
This is not clickbait.
This is a certified hood classic.
This is just what's going on. And the reason I love it, is because it's just so typical, ain't it? You go rob a nigga with your daddy. Daddy snitch on your dumb ass. Daddy say, I ain't going to jail for that, boy. I ain't rob him, shit. Yes, you did, you punk ass thing. Now, this ain't the same thing as Queso Daddy, so I don't want to hit no comparisons. This pops rented cars, grabbed the guns, printed out the contract, brung the guns, did all. He helped them rob them, and no, that's not the same thing as Queso Daddy, but let's get into it. This about to be another one.
Father was
This
also
is a
arrested
certified
in all of
hood
this
classic.
raid, and his father, I believe, is actually already getting bail. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But basically, Pooh Shiesty's attorney, he's going to fight this. He said, I read over the indictment, and I can see some inconsistencies we'll address at future hearings. Now, that's his job, but that's serious cope. He is on the cope payroll right now.
He's on the
I'll save any further comments for after we get full discovery.
Get your
you know you're going to be cooked when you get that discovery. I know my client is looking forward to holding the government to their burden to prove that you are the dumbest criminal.
Hey, bro,
history. Now,
you could, gang. I ain't this lawyer. That shit sound good on the when you reading it, bro. They cook, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. He probably more cooked than Lil Durk, real deal. Cause this is on camera. He's the one doing it. They say Lil Durk just sent the nigga to do it. So they gotta prove more than like they say Pooh Shiesty the one that did it, and they got multiple witnesses and camera footage and an ankle. Man,
a judge has
you're an
officially
idiot, bro.
ruled. Okay, let me get the
They got the
headphones ready,
victims,
right?
bro. They have the victims. It's
listen?
over with.
So,
You put a gun in somebody's
a judge
face
has
and they
officially
live,
ruled that
it's
there is
over.
indeed
It gon-
probable cause to move forward with the case, and the cooking of Pooh Shiesty has commenced. So get your recipe books out, get your pots and pans out, your ladles, all of that good stuff, your spatulas, because it is a full-blown cookout with Pooh Shiesty. All the way back in
Pooh
2009.
Shiesty father been a snitch too.
District Court of Tennessee.
They say he been a
plaintiff
snitch.
versus Lontrell Williams. Defendant Lontrell Williams, through his attorney, knowingly and voluntarily agrees with the United States through the U.S. Attorney, the Western District of Texas, to plead guilty to these counts.
Tennessee.
Pursuant to Rule 1, in consideration for his plea of guilty, they'll jointly recommend he gets a 3-level reduction for acceptance of responsibility. Now, is this telling? This is a plea agreement, but people have been saying for WAC 100, everyone's been saying his dad's a snitch. Now, this appears to be a plea, okay, based on the defendant's ongoing anticipated future assistance to the government. It's contemplated he would get a 5K1 letter. Now, that's where
it's snitching at. Based on the defendant's ongoing, which means it's already happening right now, and anticipated, which means they're looking forward to it happening. Future assistance to the government. It is contemplated that the government may recommend to the court a departure in the defendant's sentence pursuant to U.S. sentencing guidelines. Basically saying we want him to go home because he snitched. That's basically all it was good. A bunch of nice words for we requesting he goes home because he's helped us and he snitched. Do your homework.
the telling comes, okay? That's where people believe that's telling. This would solely be the discretion of the government. It's not part of the plea. It's beyond the plea. Both parties in good faith have required during the cooperation period.
Not even part of the plea
see that
agreement.
word there, cooperation period.
Yeah.
It's not a good look. Including the defendant's provision of truthful information that assisted the investigation or prosecution of other individuals. Okay, Rat Lanta, we're going to need to come up with a name for... I'm not going to say Rat Memphis, because there's definitely a lot of solid individuals in Memphis. I've met one or two of them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hernandez Govern, shout out to Cold Feet, right? he'd be linking me up with all the hitters over there.
Not
okay?
snitching don't make you solid,
Okay, so look,
nigga. So fuck. Take care of your kids, getting money, nigga. You know, man. That's what get you. That's what.
It is what it is.
is.
The sentence reduced.
Y'all niggas
You see the letter, all right? It's done. It's done and dusted. Okay. They saying he told. So questions are now being
told.
raised.
That
after
was
the news reported that
2009.
His dad was granted a bond. Could his dad be telling as well? Could he be?
And then, after all that, after we find out that your daddy is a snitch, then a federal snitch, an FBI snitch.
FBI, open up!
But then we find out. Y'all always ask me to show y'all exactly how to get rich on YouTube, so I made a full-blown course. It's not complete yet, but you can order it right now. There's 5 hours of content in it right now. It'll be like 12 or 15-hour full course once it's done. It'll be done by April 1st, all right? So click the link in the description, get your course, and start learning how to really get rich on YouTube. I'm not just no one-hit wonder type guy. No, I have more than 40 channels that make me hundreds of thousands of dollars all together every single month. Like, I'm checking straight bags off of this, just sitting in my crib, recording, making videos. So if you want to learn exactly how I do it, I'm showing you how to clip farm, how to edit, how to upload, how to make thumbnails, how to develop your character, how to make shorts, how to make clips, right? I'm giving you every piece of every single type of strategy that you will ever need to get rich on YouTube. So click that link. It's not a super cheap course, but it ain't expensive. It's only $150. And if you use the code MAGMULA, you could get 20% off of that $150. So go get you some money. That you got granted a bond and got ordered to be on house arrest?
Help! Weirdo!
Whoa, that's really something, ain't it? The documented snitch got out. It's only been like 3 days. The documented snitch got out in 3 days for armed robbery and a kidnapping case across state lines in the federal prison of the United States of America. And he got branded a little punk ass $250,000 bond. Pay 10. That's $25,000. He probably got that sitting in his bank account. I know he got that sitting in his bank account. And ordered to be on house arrest. What do you think that means?
What?
I don't know what it sounds like to you. I was born in the morning, but I wasn't born. Shit, I'm high as hell. I ain't even gonna try that. See, we just gonna have to skip past that. Act like I ain't do that. See. Now listen, shorty. His ass snitching at that motherfucker, man. That's what's going on. He's snitching. It's over with. They donezo. I won't be surprised if he was a federal informant the whole time. I wouldn't be surprised if they planned this all the way out, and that's why he the one who rented the cars in his name. I wouldn't be surprised if he was working undercover the whole time.
What?
Is his dad telling too? His dad got slipped out on a bond real quick.
Federal court downtown.
Real quick.
Please don't tell me he's going queso on him.
Kayla, that hearing in fact just wrapped up.
Don't compare
Darcy,
them.
is actually
Do the
still
homework.
going on, heading into hour 4 at this point. But we were able to get a bond assigned for Lontrell Williams Sr., the father of Pooh Shiesty. The judge ultimately decided she's going to assign him a home incarceration, which she says is the strictest bond she can assign outside of giving him or granting him into federal custody. She said the only time he is allowed to leave his home is to attend his court dates in Dallas, where this case will ultimately
He look like he's snitching. Look, he look like, damn, I ain't want to tell them folks that shit, but shit, man, my son about to go to prison. I'm going home. Shit, I got shit to do. Help!
tried, and she said he'll be under electronic monitoring while this all plays out. Now,
Yeah. It makes you wonder, how's he slipping out there so well? People said all of them probably will get a bond except for Pooh, federal detainer, and he picked up a new case. They're saying Downfall and Mookie Roo definitely not getting bonded. They were both just released from prison same time as Pooh. I doubt Baby Slime's getting one either. He got arrested earlier.
I don't think none of them niggas gonna get no bond. Maybe, I think there was 9 people, so maybe like the girlfriend get bond. Anybody that actually held a gun and or robbed or took something from anything or like that, they not getting no bond. If you held a gun, if you was the one that took the Rolex off, if you the one who choked the white man, if you the one who took anything, grabbed the bag, helped, if you helped in any type of way other than just being there, if you helped, like actively did something, no bond. I ain't gonna lie. Cause like he said, them niggas was been to prison already. They already, if 2 of them had their fingerprints there, so that mean they already been in the system. You see what I'm saying? Pooh just got out. Another nigga just got out. So that's 4-5 they had right there. Maybe the girlfriend, the nigga that was in the car sitting there, if that's what happened or something. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But if anybody that picked up a gun and participated in the robbery, no, sir.
For a gang takedown or whatever, KD, 30, and Twin are probably the only ones who'll get a bond. Either way, they're cooked, unfortunately.
I don't think Big 30 gonna get a bond either, though, because Big 30 helped rob him. Big 30 held the dough. You know what I'm saying?
Goes to definitely not this fool, right? He also recently got exposed for being an informant in 2009. People saying car that ain't NB but whack 100 lame ass dude been a Brewster. He ain't even know. This is a real Memphis typing. This is how people talk in Memphis, but type car that ain't no. That ain't no. I guess that ain't no bullshit. But whack 100 lame ass dude. He been a Brewster. He ain't know who Shiesty. He was pops.
No!
Bro, this nigga is funny as hell.
Bullshit. But whack 100 lame ass dude. He been a Brewster. He ain't know who Shiesty was pops was before the shit happened. He found out all that info that quick. All right.
Oh my God.
Now, he's had words with Shiesty's pops before a couple years back. Mama Shiesty too. He waited until pops caught a case to post the paperwork. He's had that paperwork. All right. He said to academics he's had it for a year and a half. He was waiting for the right time. Definitely the right time. Shout out to Whack 100 man because he is cooking him. He's cooking fools. Now, there are unconfirmed reports that the feds are involved in the case. The FBI driving all those guns and get the Greyhound back to Memphis. You went from Memphis, Tennessee. You went over to Dallas, Texas. It's federal. You guys put your foot in it federally. It's very, very dumb.
Literally.
Okay? People have been saying the feds have officially stepped in. I don't think that's been officially confirmed, but a lot of people are reporting it, and it would not surprise me, considering the circumstances of the case. Now, interestingly, according to some reports, the same day Pooh Shiesty allegedly committed the crime was the same day that he posted his own paperwork to beat the snitching allegations, right? This is when 21 Savage's lame ass was saying, streets is finished, streets is done, fuck the streets. All right, Pooh Shiesty hopped on the bandwagon, posting his paperwork, talking about how traumatized. They don't know the half. I'm so traumatized by my case. 2 hours after this, he went out and got another case. So that trauma clearly runs.
Exactly. And that's what I was about to say. See, he one of them niggas, he didn't learn his lesson. Now, this is the lesson I'm trying to get y'all to understand. So I want everybody to come around, sit their ass down, grab the popcorn, you see what I'm saying, and enjoy the show. Martin Luther King is here, man. When you go to jail and people around you die from the streets, you're supposed to learn something. The thing you're supposed to learn that the streets not cool no more. This nigga got out of prison a few months ago and he's back on Instagram recording his paperwork trying to prove to everybody that he didn't snitch. He already went to prison. He's not supposed to give a fuck about that shit no more. Anything that got to do with the streets, he's not supposed to give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to give a fuck about proving to all these niggas on the internet that you street. Yeah, you solid. Yeah, you ain't snitch. You went did fair work, because that's not nothing to pound your chest on and be proud of, nigga. What, because you went to the feds and didn't snitch? Okay, cool. I ain't never been to prison. That's some shit to pound my chest on. Y'all see what I'm saying? It's supposed to be flipped. You ain't supposed to be bragging about going to jail or being a gangster. You supposed to be bragging about having a job and take care of your motherfucking kids and staying out of prison and living in a nice neighborhood. That's what the brag supposed to be. Motherfucker got it flipped. They tweaking.
Supersede indictment, man. This the indictment out the original indictment. So we got indicted twice, nigga.
Bro, you getting indicted a whole other time, and on top of this, man.
Look, we got indicted. He's saying it like he raw. We got indicted twice, nigga. Not one time, 2 times, nigga.
So they smacked us with more charges, nigga. Thinking that shit would break us or make us, nigga. Conspiracy to possess firearms in front of the drug trafficking, violent crimes, nigga. 3 other solid niggas you will ever see, nigga. Name on a piece of paper.
Is his dad on there? He said 3 of the solidest dudes you ever seen on the paperwork. Bankroll 375. I see you. He on here again. Thank God his daddy wasn't on there when he's talking about these are the most solid dudes you'll ever meet.
Nigga. Bankroll, D-roll, nigga. These niggas solid.
Look
nigga.
how he popping.
These niggas solid.
Look how proud he is. That he
traumatized about
look,
this shit.
kept it G. Real gangster. I kept it G. Yeah. I kept it G. Y'all need to keep it C for civilian, man. You need to keep it F for a father, man. Real deal, man. Y'all niggas out here tripping. I'm pushing that real shit. Yeah. I ain't pushing all this lame ass shit to these kids like y'all niggas is for. I'm just not gonna do it. And there's nothing you gonna do that's gonna make me do it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, real deal. Holyfield, nigga. Drop another one.
Nah, nigga, for real, nigga, I really went through it. Nigga, you nigga better watch our mouth when y'all say
Look.
I was facing 20 plus or 20 plus another 20 plus life, nigga. Never told it, never folded, nigga. All my shit add up, nigga. Yeah, nigga, every page add up. You see 1 through 10 on anything. Stop playing with a nigga name, nigga made, nigga, for real. You niggas don't know the half of this shit or what's really going on, nigga. Yeah,
Look
my
how
paper
proud and
4,000
loud he
pages
is.
long. I go all day with this shit. You niggas don't know what really going on. You know what you see on the internet. You content creating ass niggas.
Content creator.
Oh, lame ass content creating. Get money off the internet ass. Nigga, I'm about to show y'all how gangsta I am. In 2 hours, I'm finna go rob Gucci, man. Stupid ass nigga. Yeah, you got it, bro. You got it.
Weirdo.
Crazy, man.
Hating ass dudes. He better not be talking about me again. 21 Savage already said he broke my MacBook. Ain't shit happened to it. He said this is him. He was heading to meet Google. I wonder if he printed out all of this paperwork at Staples when he printed out the the incriminating contract that he made Gucci Mane sign at gunpoint. But anyway,
yeah,
shout out to Staples, man.
He probably printed this at Staples too. Like, what? These niggas, I'm finna show these niggas right now. Y'all better, cause the paper look too fresh, bro. You see what I'm saying? The paper look too fresh. Ain't no stains on there. I don't see no folds.
You see 1 through 10 on anything.
No.
Stop playing with it, nigga.
No, folks. Motherfucker ain't got no fingerprint. Ain't no words fading. That paper look fresh as hell, folks. So he probably was like at Staples. He was printing out the contract. He was finna go rob Gucci, folks. And then he was like, shit, I'm finna print my paperwork out. Hey, Pops. Hey, print my paperwork out on these niggas so I can show these niggas I ain't no motherfucker snitch. These niggas still ain't known anything I can't G.
In prison and refused to pay out. They're saying tens of millions of dollars were kept from him, and that's why this went down. So Charleston White popped up with Aiden Ross. Aiden and Unc is a deadly duo, and Charleston White was given the goods, man. Listen to this.
Thing when we spoke with 6ix9ine.
Your call.
Yo, Unc!
What's up, nephew?
I'm on stream. I had a question. Can you explain this Pooh Shiesty situation?
He just came home to take pictures and get some new stories to tell in the day room when they playing dominoes and on the rec yard.
For real, though.
He didn't come to stay long.
He ain't come to stay long.
He said he came out of jail.
He came out of jail, so y'all don't worry about it. Hey, y'all don't worry about it, cuz I'm finna go out there and make my music. I'm finna take me some pictures, and I'm gonna tell y'all all about it, everything on the cars and shit. I'm gonna tell you about how I feel to go platinum when I come back in the motherfucker. Hey, what you mean? You coming back in the feds?
FBI, open up!
Yeah, cuz, you know, I don't even like all that real life ass shit. I'm really like G. I keep it G. I'm a real gangster, man. I'm trying to go back in here with y'all, man. Y'all the gangster, man. I like hanging out with the fed niggas, man. I don't want to go home and live in those nice cars and have Maybachs and big houses and shit. I'm trying to be on the yard with the G's.
Just for a couple months to get some better stories so that he can tell fellow inmates some fun stories while he's back in the feds playing dominoes. That's cold.
What exactly did he do?
Gucci made, his mother says that Gucci made $24 million while he was in prison. Didn't give him one brown penny while he was in prison. When he came home, he didn't get nothing. So they called a business meeting for him to fly to Dallas. He came to Dallas with his white boy cameraman, his off-duty police officer, security guard, and Pooh Shiesty, his daddy, and about 7 other niggas kidnapped him, robbed him, kicked him in the ass.
But why'd they do that to Gucci? Why'd they do it?
They were mad because they feel like he made all that money and didn't give him none. And he showed up and said he couldn't pay them because they were broke. So they forced him at gunpoint to sign to release him from a contract.
So how did this all come out? How did Pooh Shiesty, how they end up finding out?
Because the feds had him on a leg monitor, so they followed him and watched him do it, just like they watched the mob people commit crime.
Wait. Hold on. So Pooh Shiesty had an ankle monitor and he robbed Gucci.
Yeah. And while he was on his way to do the thing, his parole officer called him and told him, "Hey man, you need to go home. You're not at home." And so he's stupid, man. He really a gangster though. Hey, he really a gangster though. He really made it. He really, boy. I give you that, boy. If that was your goal, shorty.
If you wanted to convince us that you was really a gangster, congratulations, gang. You convinced us for sure. It's just gonna cost you a long time in that prison. You probably never get out. You looking at life easy again. And they already spared you. You got lucky with the feds the first time. The feds not gonna spare you twice, boy. God not gonna keep sparing you. I ain't gonna lie. Keep doing the same shit. God already came 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Look how long you stayed out of jail before you went to the feds in the first place for all them murders and robberies and gang charges you could have caught. And gun charges. And how many times you had the crack rock in the sock and you driving down the car, the police ain't check you. How many times the bullets came past your crib and you was running and them motherfuckers ain't hit you. How many times you think God gonna keep giving you chance after chance after chance before you keep doing the same shit? Before he keep you like, man, that boy spirit gone, boy. That boy, the devil got that boy. He want to be gangster. You see what I'm saying? But you proved it, though. For sure, nigga. We believe you on that. Well, I ain't now. One thing a nigga can't say is you ain't gangster, boy. Congratulations. It's because the price of that is just going to cost you the rest of your life, and that's the sad part.
He's stupid, man, but he really a gangster, though. Shout out to Charleston White. He was about to go and do a live show after that. Live comedy show, man. Charleston White's definitely someone who is legendary in this game, man. But he said he really dumb as hell. Now, another Memphis legend. Shout out to my guy, Quet Hernandez-Govern. That's my guy. Okay, he spoke with academics and he broke down some of the backstory. How he basically believes that Gucci got caught lacking, and you know he's going to give some of the backstory and how the crime was reported to authorities. Hernandez-Govern's been saying this for months. All right, you should have believed him. See what he said.
Him having a caretaker, Keisha K.R., his mental episodes, and
what do you mean he's having a caretaker?
She, like, when she signs off on everything, she runs his phone. When people call, she decides if he talks on the phone. You didn't see the Breakfast Club interview?
So, there a little bit of context, man. Gucci obviously dropped a book about his mental health struggles. He popped out with his wife, Keisha Core.
For the record, though, I didn't watch that interview, but from my understanding, she was saying that that's how she is when he's on his episodes, because Gucci Mane got a lot of mental illnesses, which most people do. That's been to prison and solitary confinement. All their friends had murder and all that shit. Most people they grow mental issues. So he has schizophrenia. So from my understanding, she was saying that she does all that while he's in the time period of going through his episodes. Like, she doesn't let anything trigger his episodes. I think that's where it was coming from.
She basically said she controls his life. Gucci Mane got mental health problems. You know, he's finally seeking help for his mental health problems, but she really runs a lot of his life. And thank God, she'd be keeping him out of trouble. She'd be keeping him on the right path.
Right.
But he's kind of saying it as a bit of a disrespect. Like,
yeah, he's saying it in a bad way, when it really is like, that's what I'm trying to say. To me, it just sounded like a wife that was overly trying to take care of her husband. You see what I'm saying? And like, make sure he don't go through mental episodes. Like, y'all know when they say when Gucci Mane was doing that Twitter rant, when he was talking crazy as hell about people and shit before he went to jail, he was going through a schizophrenic episode, they said. You see what I'm saying? So she just, like, takes care of him, and honestly, shit, I'd rather Gucci getting taken care of by her than the old Gucci. Which one you rather? He ain't supposed to keep being a gangster. That nigga fit. Look like he eating good. He looking younger. Nigga ain't doing no gang banging, ain't getting no trouble, ain't shooting no niggas, ain't fighting in the club. Everybody need a wife that is willing to do something like that, boy. Shit, I got one. You better get you one.
Honestly, Gucci needed that. He would be dead or in jail if that wasn't the case.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. But she said it was only during, I don't know, it was a little bit.
Man, listen, bro, listen.
So you think Gucci is slipping now because, you know, he's letting his woman run his life. She's answering the phone. She's probably packing him lunch, sending him to meetings.
Man, listen, the old Gucci that everybody know would have did, I think, in my opinion, would have did everything in his power for these charges not to be brought or whatever. I think Keisha K.R. played a major role in this indictment, enforcing it. I do know the undercover officer that was Gucci's bodyguard. You know, he was the one that went, you know, that started this whole domino effect.
Oh, wait, break that down. So
Gucci, when Gucci got robbed, Gucci got a bodyguard, which is an off-duty police officer.
Okay. And you know, best bodyguards to have too, by the way.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
When you're not doing crime.
Exactly. So with that being said, you know, when he was in there when it popped off, and he reached for his shit, but you know, street niggas had the ups on him. And so you know, when the charges didn't come immediately, me and a few of my guys, you know, Ghost Los, Prince, and shit, you know, and said it, you know, we was under the impression that the security, that the officer, you know, that the bodyguard was gonna keep it G on the strength of Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Him and Gucci probably had a bond.
Is that even possible though, right? Because if I hire
the only way it's possible, he would be breaking the law. You know, and I didn't. And my question was, damn, is he willing to put his freedom, his life, his family's life on the line for Gucci Man to, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Police are like mandated reporters. I think he has to tell. He has to report what happened while he was, you know, while a robbery, a felony like this took place. I think he has to. Isn't he like obligated to? Ain't it like against the law for him not to?
To basically hold this to his chest for the reputation of Gucci Man. I didn't think so.
Okay, so you are in belief, and you just gave us some new information here. So chat, it looked like we're getting some inside information. This case, because when we watched the whole thing, we're like, damn, if they got fingerprints, they must have went the next day or the day after. Like, you can't come back 2 months and get some fingerprints. It don't work like that.
Right.
So now you're giving us some info that Gucci probably went there with a bodyguard, and that bodyguard was he's basically police, right?
He probably told, yeah.
Okay, so he's an off-duty police officer. However, even if he's off-duty and a crime like that happens, you're risking your whole livelihood by not reporting it, by not doing what you are sworn to do.
Right.
And it's a judge of your character. Even though you're off the clock, you're still a policeman.
Yeah, and he could have went to jail for that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's saying that the off-duty cop that was guarding Gucci,
I mean, I knew it, but
an option for him to keep it solid and let's keep this under wraps. This is Gucci Mane's secret weapon. He probably didn't even realize it, but by having this guy, Gucci's been exposed. They're saying that Gucci gave a description. He telling, I don't care. I think Gucci is well within his rights as a multi-millionaire over time and time over to tell and to be a law-abiding citizen. But setting that aside, his armed security, who was a police officer, he is obliged by the law to report this crime. He was robbed. He witnessed another man, the cameraman, be robbed and beaten and choked nearly unconscious.
Oh, okay, because if he was about to brandish too.
Yeah. He could have, like, the police officer could have went to jail too. Not because he upped his gun, but if he wouldn't have, you know, police officers, they have a sworn duty to, you know, report, protect, serve, all that shit. So if he wouldn't have reported that crime, a crime that serious, at minimum, he would have got, failure to report a felony and, you know, all of those charges and shit they be having. You know, so, he wasn't willing to risk that for Gucci Mane.
Okay, so I'm asking this line of questioning to get to, like, the most important part, which I think hip-hop is already starting to dissect. Does anyone believe that Gucci Mane is cooperating? Did he make a statement? Will he take the stand? Is Gucci, quote-unquote, snitching? Or is it just, people found out about it because of this off-duty cop or undercover cop, whatever, and Gucci's listed as a victim, but he don't got nothing to do with nothing?
Man, I'm gonna give Gucci the benefit of the doubt, man, and say that he ain't cooperating. My partner Ghost Los think that he might be. I'm gonna say that he's probably not. I don't think Gucci would risk his reputation and his respect in the street to go and testify and cooperate on some shit that's already happened. And with that being said, I think with them having their police officer there and guns being drawn on him, they don't even need Gucci.
That's right.
So Quet's giving the benefit of the doubt. He's saying, look, I'm going to give Gucci the benefit of the doubt. I don't necessarily think he's cooperating. He's not trying to gamble his reputation on cooperating. He don't need to because the cops already saw everything that happened. They literally...
But he shouldn't even get no... My main problem with this shit and the reason I'm so passionate about it is because, like, gang, it should not be more talk about is Gucci a rat than it is about Pooh Shiesty just being a straight idiot. We should be talking, the focus should be on Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, his daddy, and all the other dumbass motherfuckers that went and did that shit. That's what we should be focused on. It shouldn't matter if the 46-year-old father, husband, millionaire is cooperating with the police or not. That's all I'm saying.
Witnessed everything. So this would be a follow-up with Whack 100. He would tell academics when Gucci Mane snitched on Pooh Shiesty to the authorities. He felt sympathy for Pooh Shiesty's dad, saying he was peer pressured into the situation and didn't want him locked up, but it was already out of his control. So maybe Pooh Shiesty's dad's the mastermind, and he was already a snitch. What the hell?
Whack tells academics that when Gucci Mane snitched Pooh Shiesty to the authorities, he felt sympathy for his dad, saying he was peer pressure. Hey man, if you, as a grown-ass 50-year-old man, if you got peer pressured into a robbery by your son, the fuck are we talking about? That's my son. As soon as my son would have reached for the gun, I would have slapped the shit out of my son. Quick, snatch the gun. Boy, I'm your daddy, boy. Give me this. Hey, Gucci, man, please forgive us. I don't know what's wrong with this. Give me a second. I'm taking my belt off and whooping your grown ass in here, boy. You tripping. I would have punched my son dead in this shit, bro. Knocked him out. Boop. Took the gun. Get y'all dumbass away from my son. Hey, y'all ever come around my son again, I'm calling the police on all y'all niggas. And I got pictures of all y'all with guns and drugs. So, and y'all all felons. So come right around my son again, see if your ass don't go to jail. Like, I'm dad. I don't give a fuck how old my son get. I'm still his father. And it's still gonna be a certain respect to the point where you're not even gonna think that it'll be cool. It's even gonna fly by for me to rob a nigga with you. Like, what is we even talking about, gang? I don't feel bad for his dumbass daddy.
If anybody was peer pressured, you know, for what I'm hearing, it was the daddy.
Man,
you know,
that shit sounds stupid as hell.
You know, when the situation happened, Gucci allegedly looked up at the daddy, and the daddy was like, you know, showed some type of sympathy and empathy for Gucci, but it was out of his control.
Really? So the daddy, like, basically Gucci appeals to him, like, yo, bro, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And the daddy kind of feels bad because the daddy probably was actually wanting to do business.
I'm finna give you a little extra. I'm finna give you a little extra bonus right here because a lot of this shit I'm saving. I got a real big interview coming up, but you know I fuck with you though.
Yeah.
It's weird that they posted that and they said it was whack, but that was Hernandez Govern basically saying the same thing. That basically Pooh Shiesty's daddy might have been the quarterback of this one. But anyway, other people have been sharing their thoughts on the situation.
Daddy,
Rick Ross
bro.
also spoke out about...
I can't peer pressure my mama or my daddy to do shit. Do you understand? I couldn't even peer pressure my motherfucking mama to give me some of the new Jordans on Saturday. Can't afford it. Try again next week. What the fuck? I couldn't even peer pressure my parents to go to the party sometime, let alone come with me to rob a nigga, help me rob a nigga. Come on, bro. What the fuck is we talking about? If that's the case, I could have peer pressured my mama to just been smoking in a crib. Got the guys over, we getting high in the crib. I could have peer pressured my parents to do a lot of shit if that's the case. If robbery is, if somebody daddy could get peer pressured by their son into a robbery, oh, I would have been living the high life. Shit, boy, I would have peer pressured my parents to buy me a motherfucking car. That didn't happen. What is we talking about? Peer pressure my parents to buy fucking let me drop out of school. Like, what are we talking about?
What's going on? He gave his thoughts. Let's hear him.
Feel about the Guwap Pooh Shiesty situation. I don't like it for either side. You know what I'm talking about? Guwap most definitely didn't deserve that, and I don't want to see this for the little homie Pooh Shiesty, but this one niggas got to be educated and understand. In business, you got to negotiate, my nigga. Right. You got to negotiate. If you were signed for $100K and now you got 10 M's on the table, it's time to negotiate. Right. This how we do this. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody win. Let's go. Right. That's how I gotta go, my nigga.
A simple conversation, bro. And from what everybody else said, it seemed like Gucci is a cool nigga and he'll work with you. So, hey, boy, I got 10 M's on the table. I know you took care of me. I ain't want to leave you with nothing. I'm gonna give you 4% of Pooh Shiesty, the name, the likeness, the brand. I'm gonna give you 4% of the brand for life, my nigga. But I need to walk away with at least $8 million over here. So I'm gonna give you $2 million, give you 3% of my likeness and my brand and my company. You made your money, everything you made, you keep. Everything I made, I keep. I give you $2 million right now. We going here. I can't do 2 million, but I can do 3.5 and 2%. It's ways to do it, folks. You see what I'm saying? And then okay, you walk around with 7 million. You Pooh Shiesty. You gonna make that 3 million back quick, nigga. You do that shit in 10 shows, 25, 30 shows. You could do 30 shows in 2-3 weeks if you want to.
You can't muscle your way out of no shit and no business.
Right. It's not the streets, bro.
way.
It don't go down like that. You ain't robbing the plug, bro. You see what I'm saying? Niggas don't have that mentality though. Niggas gotta get smart and educated, gang, and I'm here to help you. Do your homework. Nigga bet you if Pooh Shiesty was watching Mula videos, his motherfucking ass wouldn't have went out there. So y'all talking crazy about me in the comments, but I bet you if Pooh Shiesty was watching my videos and listening to what I said, he wouldn't be in prison right now. It sounds like he need to stop listening to all y'all dumbass.
Just talking about on the people's side, but on the other side, the blitz gonna come. You can't run from it, homie. Yeah. That's the way it goes.
That's just the way it goes.
Negotiate. It's time to educate. I want to see young hustlers from the South win. I want to see it. There was a time I got Gotti and Guwap on the phone together. Us three on the phone, nigga. And it ain't nothing to discuss. It was no disrespect. It was no raised voices. Rose just wanted to plant that seed.
Right.
And I understand one phone call may not fix all the situations, but you want to plant that seed where niggas may be able to move forward one day, get some paper one day. The CMG 1017 tour one day, that was Rose mindset.
Yeah.
And I wish nothing but my homies the best. When it come to business, let's negotiate. Niggas can't take the streets to the do. Nigga gonna get a life sentence with
every
that
time,
bullshit, nigga. Let's get to the bees.
Get a life sentence with that shit, nigga.
I'm on that Nino Breeze today, Omerta.
And I like how he keeps showing us the background. I need to see that shit, nigga.
Paris tonight.
So look, it's crazy, man. And there's been a few really interesting tidbits that have come out since this, sort of like, you know, pieces of news that passed people by at the time, but now is more relevant. There's this old footage of Pooh Shiesty, him back in 2021 when he was good with Gucci Mane. He gifted him a track hall. How far left did this relationship go, man?
Get in with me, man.
Great.
Also, look at your round. Look at your.
Now, these media said with Pooh's money, and a lot of niggas just don't understand how business works, bro. They just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? If you was broke and I give you an investment, you take that money and you blow up, I get a return on my investment. I'm supposed to get most of the money if I gave you if I'm the initial investment. The owners don't get paid less than the workers because the owners are taking the risk every day. The owners are the ones paying for studio time. The owners are the ones, you know, paying for marketing. All that shit counts, bro. So if I give you a $2 million advance, that's just an advance, bro. So I give you this $2 million. I also got to put $1 million more into promoting your song and blowing you up. I got to put another $1 million into radio and getting you on the radio. I got to pay $1 million for the parties, and then you want the biggest hotels, you want the biggest studios. I gave it to you. You want if you and 10 of your friends to come, I paid for it. That's what labels do, bro. Y'all just make it seem like it's always a bad thing. So I'll be trying to educate niggas on how shit actually works. But this is crazy. That's crazy though. That's crazy.
Oh my God, man. Happy birthday.
That's crazy, man. And so there's other stuff going around. They're saying that just before Pooh Shiesty threw his whole life away, a month before his arrest, he was posting his aspirational dreams. He wanted this $11 million compound in Texas for his whole family to all live together. He said that's his main goal. Now he'd be lucky if he gets to share a bunk with his pops. Okay,
no, for real, he'd be
very,
lucky.
very, very unfortunate. Okay, so look, I feel like,
and this is what it's all about right here, gang. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to get y'all to understand that you're not going to do this acting like this. This wasn't a drug deal where you know what I'm saying, you fronted the plug, goddamn it, 16 bricks, and you came to get your bricks and he ain't had the bricks. So you pulled a gun out and robbed him and took all his drugs and all his cash. This ain't that, boy, nigga. You robbed a police officer, man. What the fuck? So yes, I hope he get life, because that's what happens, bro. He needs to be some niggas just gotta be the example. And we need more and more examples. Unfortunately, gang, he just one of the sacrificial lambs. He one of the niggas that ain't make it. He ain't get past the street mindset. But sometimes niggas like this gotta get life in prison, or they gotta get 42 years or 38 years or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? 25 to life is life, nigga. So life is like, gang, you motherfuckers gotta learn, bro. Like, no matter how cool you is, no matter how cool you make the shiesty and how the song sound, and you feel me, how many motherfuckers rapping, how many hoes like you, and none of that shit matter, boy. At the end of the day, if your main goal, keep it the main goal. Do that. Nothing else should matter. But you can't do this in the prison cell. So why even risk going to prison if this really your main goal? It seems like your main goal was to be a gangster.
This is a certified hood classic.